What's up, everybody? I am here today at Farmington Bay is what we're going to call it. It's actually the George S. Eccles Wildlife Center. I'm here with my friend Logan again, back here with the scope. Always comes in clutch with the scope. It is horrible weather, although it's starting to lighten up a little bit. Rain everywhere. We just saw a ermine or a weasel or something like that in its winter coat back here. Did not get it on camera. Hopefully it'll pop up again before we leave. But we're seeing some pretty cool birds out here. We have great blue heron rookery over here to my left back there, and we've also just got a whole bunch of ducks out on the water today. Yeah, let's see what birds we can find, and hopefully we get some cool unexpected things. All right, so we've seen some pretty cool birds so far. Saw some northern shovelers.
Snow goose.
Oh, yeah, thank you. We saw a snow goose as well, which is always fun to run into, especially when they're not in those big groups that you can kind of guarantee you'll see them. Saw a gadwall out in the water. I'm trying to think. Saw a red-winged blackbird up. They're up singing and already starting to defend their territories, so that's pretty cool. We also saw a northern harrier posted up, which is fun when they post up because typically they're just around flying. So when they stop, it's always a treat to get them on camera. So we're gonna head down this trail and see what other birds we can find. And so far, great start. All right, we've seen some more birds. We saw a belted kingfisher posted up, which was pretty cool. Always like to see a belted kingfisher. Just a whole bunch of ducks out on the water. We have been walking along this trail. I'm not exactly sure what I have updated you on and what I haven't. I'm sorry about that, but hopefully you enjoyed the birds that you've seen so far. I think maybe we might go to the WMA real quick, but we'll have to see. Right now we're looking at a pair of sandhill cranes through the scope that Logan spotted. Fortunately for my camera, it is a little too far to get them. So I'm sorry about that, but let's see what else we can find and I'll keep you updated.
Before we headed towards the WMA, we got our year double-crested cormorant. I was also pleased to get a sandhill crane on camera as we headed to the WMA, although it was pretty far in the distance. We were also super happy to see this ringneck duck on the water. Our first group of American white pelicans of the year got me excited, even though they were also super far in the distance.
All right, so now we're standing up on this node with the scope again, coming in clutch as always. We've got massive groups of American avocet out there. That's first of the year for, I believe, both of us. There's some bald eagles out there hanging out, 2 of them. And then there's just a ton of gulls. And then in the very back, without a scope, I can't really show you, but I have something that might help coming in the future to help see these faraway birds. There's a whole bunch of northern shovelers out there as well. We're going to keep looking on this gigantic hill that we're on. I mean, just look at the view. Absolutely amazing stuff. So we're gonna keep looking and see what else we can find.
While we were sitting up on the hill, this American kestrel posted up about 10 yards away. This is some of my favorite footage so far of an American kestrel, and I was so happy to get these beautiful shots. Halfway through the WMA, we came across this raft of ducks. Most of them were ruddy ducks and canvasbacks, but let me know in the comments if you can spot the gadwall as well. As we neared the end of the line, we came across this large flock of white-faced ibis, which was a year first for both of us as well.
All right, so Logan and I saw some pretty cool birds today. Logan, what would you say was your favorite of the day?
Probably the godwit.
Oh yeah, that's one I didn't get on camera, but I'll throw up some scope shots that Logan and I took from the scope. That was really far out there, but that was a rare bird to see.
There's 2 of them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, two godwits. We saw 2 trumpeter swans, year double-crested cormorant. Just good stuff today. The last part I didn't vlog a lot just because of the wind, but make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Go check out Logan's links. I'll leave them in the description again. He's got some great stuff on Instagram that he's been posting. He's got some cool videos on YouTube as well. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope to see you all next time on Bright Eyed Birding.